Alright, back with hot stocks and as promised before the break, Insecticides India. Now remember, when it came out with its numbers, unless I'm very wrong, it was probably at around 450 or 425 odd. Since then, the stock has moved up even further. Very good numbers. The commentary then, the initial commentary from Rajesh Agarwal was fairly bullish. Now there are brokerage notes which say that there is an 18% CAGR and sales growth and 33% EPS growth over the next 3 years as a base. And then lot sales. So to talk about all of that, Rajesh Agarwal, the CMD, does join in on the show to talk about the numbers and the outlook ahead. Good having Mr. Agarwal. Thanks so much for joining in. Now you would remember we had a brief discussion on the day of your results as well. Good numbers there. And I think on the basis of that, there will be a couple of notes which have come in which are speaking about these numbers. 18 to 20% top line growth, 30 to 35% bottom line growth for the next 3 years. Is this something that you believe Insecticides India can do?
Yeah, definitely. This is a good year actually. There was a very good start. After that, there was a little lull in the monsoons. But since last 2-3 days, we have started receiving some rains in the southern part of the country. And if we look at the announcement by the Met Department, it is looking to be a very good week actually from the perspective of monsoons in the southern zone as well as in the central part of the country. I mean to say the states like Gujarat, Maharashtra, Andhra, Telangana, Karnataka, they are expected to receive the good rainfall actually, and there can be little rains in MP and Chhattisgarh also, which means that this part of the country is going to do well at least in the coming time. If we look at the crop condition today across the country, farmer was aware about this type of situation, that the rainfall was less, and so I can say that there was a little shift in the cropping pattern and farmer had started sowing the dry crops, and we see very healthy crop even in North India, though the use of agrochemical has not started in a big way here, and there is a gap between the crop. Like generally the gap from the first sowing to the last sowing in a state is generally 15 to 20 days, but this year we see a gap of 2 months across the country actually. So this means that the Kharif season is going to last longer and there is a good opportunity. Like first quarter, you know that we have shown a good growth of 25%. At the moment, if I talk about July, August, it has a little slowed down, but I believe that since the season is going to last longer till the middle of October, so which means that in September, October we will be catching up and we should be able to post the similar type of growth in the second quarter as well, which will mean overall good growth for the year.
For the next 3 years though, Mr. Agarwal, is a 20-25% top line and a 35% bottom line growth possible?
Yeah, definitely that is a possible target because we have invested a lot in every aspect. I say sometimes Insecticides India is a fully integrated company. We started focusing on brands and then the focus shifted on manufacturing and R&D. So if I talk about manufacturing arm, then I would say that this year we have invested on every plant. Like we have come up with a new formulation facility in Chopanki, Rajasthan. We have expanded our plant in Rajasthan plant as well as the formulation plant. If I talk about Jammu, I have done one expansion in Samba, which is also completed in this year, and in Dahej in Gujarat, where we have invested the most. There the expansion is regularly on actually, and I would say that this is the year when we are going to see the break even from the Gujarat plant because the technical arm is doing well as well as the formulation business from the Gujarat plant is also good. So by the perspective of the investments what we have made in the manufacturing as well in the branding, I am very confident that we should be able to show 25-30% type of growth in the consecutive 3 years.
What about your market share? I mean, going forward, you have a market share of about 6.5% right now. Over the next 3 to 4 years, what is the expectation of how much scale up there could be?
We are lucky that our industry is showing a good growth. About 15% is the growth of the industry, and where we are expecting a growth for Insecticide India at a level of 25 to 30%. So I see a good growth in the market share. I'll not say that I would reach 10%, but definitely very near to this I expect in the next 3 years.
Would you, in the quest for growth, need to do any kind of tie-ups? Because I'm just looking at the reach and the balance sheet strength that you have, you are in a position to do that. Are you contemplating more tie-ups over the course of the next couple of years to improve either the sales or the distribution or both?
Yeah, it's a very important point which you have raised, and I believe that partnerships are important for the success actually. And we have signed 2 partnerships with 2 Japanese companies, and both are going very successfully. Like if I talk about Nissan, who has given us 2 products, Hakama and Pulsar, they are doing pretty well, and we are working on many more products with them. Simultaneously, I would also like to talk about Otsuka, which has formed the JV with us, and I am very happy to announce that on 26th of September we are going to have the opening ceremony of this R&D center, where already 50 scientists are working actually, where we have Japanese as well as the Indian scientists, and they are going to file the patents. The target for this year is 5 to 6 products. This means they are working pretty fast, and the things are going in the right direction, which means that we will be also coming up with new products in the JV. So on the R&D side we are doing well, and we are going to extend this relationship with Otsuka also by virtue of sharing some products for the Indian markets with them also. And also I would like to talk about our American collaboration with MVEC, which is all we are also looking for the potential of one more product to be brought into the Indian market. Actually it's already a very popular product, but the brand is expected to be sold in the international market, and if MVEC is able to back that brand, definitely we will be launching that product for India.
Great. We wish you all the best for that, Mr. Agarwal. Good chatting with you in detail. Thanks so much, and all the best for the quarters ahead.
Thank you very much.
That's Insecticides India. SBI Caps has a target of 898, and I think the market liked what the management said as well. Stock moving up further as we speak. SBI Caps is indeed very bullish. That's almost a 50% upside from the current levels, based on an assumption of 20 and 30% top line, bottom line CAGR growth for 3 years, which the management reaffirmed they would. In fact, touching 600 as we speak. Insecticides India. Good going out there for the stock, and it's not a terribly expensive stock, so no wonder that it's catching flavor. By the way, it's fundraising time for a lot of companies. Karur Vaisya Bank